Ahead on DC News Now, keep an eye on nearby storms. Meteorologist Damon Matson will let us know if any will roll into the region. Plus, Monday's storms left damage across the DMV. Now we're stretching your dollar on what you need to know before you file an insurance claim.
Today marks 1 year since the president deployed the National Guard here in D.C. Now, local organizations are marking the occasion and still pushing back.
And she weighs just 5 pounds, but she's making a big impact across D.C. How one mini pig is helping people in crisis and opening doors to a second chance.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall. Let's take a live look outside right now at Reagan National Airport. A bit cloudy, another warm, humid day in the region. Let's head over to meteorologist Damon Matson with a first look at the forecast. And Damon, is this a repeat from yesterday?
Not quite, and thankfully it's not, Mark. Those storms were crazy yesterday, am I right?
Oh, yeah. Much quieter day today in the region for sure.
Yes, and we're thankful because we needed this break. It wasn't only Monday. That was the main punch, if you will, from Mother Nature out of those storms. We did have some unsettled conditions even dating back to Friday, Saturday of this past weekend. It has not really stopped all that much. And here you go. Not only was it that severe weather that really caused us some problems, damaging wind gusts and several reports of lightning strikes, some flooding as well in the mix with all of this heavy rain. Early this morning, we had another round of rain with some thunder roll in, and it did cause some flooding issues, mainly back into the eastern panhandle, up into Garrett County, where they had ongoing flooding early this morning, thanks to the 3 to 4 inches that mostly fell within the last 24 hours. So yeah, we definitely needed a break from the severe weather, and we definitely needed a break from the heavy rainfall. And so far, so good. There are some clusters of severe storms, heavy rain right on our doorstep, but for the most part, these have been diving south and west of us, down towards southwestern Virginia, the Carolinas, but we are keeping a very close eye on this cluster back over Ohio. The northern extent of that is holding together, and if it can keep on tracking toward us, we could see that clip parts of the DMV here as we head into the back half of the evening commute and our Tuesday night. So we can't let our guard down just yet. We'll still have that chance for some rain, some storms, and heavy rainfall is going to be the main concern after what has been going on the last few days with how much rain we have picked up. So we'll have to keep an eye out for this over the next several hours. But once we make it into our Wednesday and beyond the rest of the week, are we finally going to quiet things down? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And for the latest in the forecast, you can get it by scanning this QR code. It'll take you to the website, dcnewsnow.com. You're going to find current conditions, the radar, and then live weather cameras of what the weather looks like in your area. Well, in the district, there has been 1 year since President Trump announced a crime emergency in the district, surging thousands of federal agents and troops into D.C. To date, 4,600 National Guard members from several states remain on D.C. streets in an effort that D.C. residents continue to push back on. D.C. News Now's Mariel Pavone joined us live downtown. Mariel, obviously, it's the 1 year anniversary, but there was a rally earlier today. What was the message there?
Well, Mark, simply put, the activists out here earlier today want to see the National Guard go home, and they also want to see federal interference stop when it comes to D.C. laws and home rule. Now, today, that was members of Free D.C., Harriet's Wildest Dream, and others rallying outside here on what was once Black Lives Matter Plaza on 16th Street. It is the same place they gathered 1 year ago when Trump announced the federal surge. Again, that surge, it started as a 30-day crime emergency with the president's federal federalizing MPD and deploying about 800 National Guard members to the district. That number, it's grown to about 4,600 today, and the president really touting that and the federal surge as a way to reduce crime. He says that there have been more than 2,000 seizures of illegal guns, 16,000 arrests, but activists today, they don't agree with what the president is calling progress. We asked them what they reflect on most over this last year. Take a listen to what they said.
I have witnessed my neighbors being kidnapped. They go on their way to work or on their way to drop their kids off at school, and swarms of federal agents.
People are getting afraid. I have friends who are make sure that all the children in the public school in his neighborhood, so kids can go home safely.
And members of Free DC say that they have had some pretty big wins over the last year. For one, the creation of Free DC in this large community that now works together to stand up for DC rights. They also say that they've been successful in organizing and lobbying against bills in Congress that looked to revoke some home rule and some of our DC laws. More on this coming up on DC News Now at 5. But for now, reporting live downtown, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Marielle, thank you. Prince George's County Police say that they've cracked down on a multi-state organized retail theft. 6 people are now in custody, accused of stealing more than $500,000 in merchandise from more than 100 businesses. Police say that the investigation started in February of 2025 and expanded to this year across Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and here in the district. Detectives say that the suspects would steal the merchandise and then resell it on social media or through private sales.
This was their profession. This is what they do. They go out all day, every day, and steal from different merchants throughout the region, different states, and they resell these items. Sometimes they take orders for these items.
Investigators executed 6 search warrants Monday, recovering about $20,000 in stolen goods, some still with security tags. Police say that more arrests are expected. Prince George's County Police have arrested an 18-year-old man after an illegal car rally in Temple Hills. Police say that Johan Ramirez assaulted officers who responded to the street takeover on August 8th. Now, this comes months after the county passed a law targeting illegal rallies, including spectators. Bystanders can face up to 60 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. A new lawsuit filed against the D.C. Police Department claims it issues with the city's Crime Solvers Rewards program. Now, the suit, filed today by an advisory neighborhood commissioner, alleges promised reward payments weren't made after information was turned over to investigators. We find DC News Now's Randy Bass at the courthouse with more details from the suit. Randy, good afternoon.
Yes, this advisory neighborhood commissioner from Southeast DC is seeking $30,000 in damages in this lawsuit. He says he was promised $25,000 for information and video he turned over in connection with the homicide investigation. He tells us he was only given $5,000. He says he also provided information and video in a serial robbery investigation. Says he never received any of that $10,000 reward that he was promised. Fairlawn's advisory neighborhood commissioner Tom Donahue filed that lawsuit against the DC Police Department and DC government in court today. His filing included transcripts and recordings of his phone calls with DC Police Department officials, including a thank you letter from former DC Police Chief Pamela Smith and letters from department officials recommending he receive those reward payouts. Payouts he says he never got or were significantly less than promised, including for a deadly hit-and-run crash investigation. He said his conversations with department officials revealed no formal policies, rubrics, or cheat sheets for how that money should be paid out.
I put my life at risk with the murder. I mean, literally somebody had reached out to me and threatened me. This program, helps bring people forward, which we know in Southeast is sometimes a difficult thing for people to do. Then we need the program.
Now, FOIA requests returned to Donahue show the department paid out about $1.2 million in reward money over the last 3 fiscal years. I reached out to MPD for comments on all of this. They said the department does not comment on pending or ongoing litigation, but their Crime Solvers Reward Program website says the Crime Solvers Committee reviews the information it receives and determines the amount, if any, to be rewarded for crime tips. I've asked MPD who is on that committee, how it's decided who is on that committee, and how they elect to disperse funds. In Northwest, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Randy. Let's head over to the Commonwealth. And today, the first day of school for students in Spotsylvania County. Students are back in class for the start of the 2026-2027 school year. The Commonwealth's law allows schools to start up to 14 days before September 1st, but requires a 4-day break around Labor Day. Good luck to the students there this year. Well, a new era is coming to the district. Monumental Sports and Entertainment has unveiled new renderings of the transformed Capital One Arena. The $1 billion project will bring new food gathering spaces and upgrades to the concourses and seating levels. Now, the arena will also keep the Capital One name for another 20 years. Renovations are on track to be completed before the 2027-2028 NBA and NHL seasons. Washington Commanders have chosen the team that will build their new stadium at the former RFK site, Clark Construction. Mortensen and Smoot DC will lead construction of the 65,000-seat climate-controlled stadium. The project is expected to cost more than $8 billion, with construction set to begin in the spring. Commanders are expecting a spring 2030 opening. DC Mayor Muriel Bowser releasing a statement saying, quote, this is the team that will get it done.